Hello and welcome to my board presentation where I will describe the attributes of UNICEF and its ability to meet its mission. UNICEF is committed to promoting the full attainment of the rights of all children. UNICEF relies on voluntary contributions to uphold its mission of reaching every child. Resources to UNICEF's programs come from the voluntary contributions of resource partners such as governments, intergovernmental organizations, the private sector, and individuals. As depicted in the line graph here, in 2021, the total contributions to UNICEF were 8.1 billion US dollars. The public sector contributed the largest share. In 2021, UNICEF's growth in total income was driven by an increase in earmarked funds to specific programs, which grew by 17% from the previous year. As seen in the pie chart here, the contributions to the thematic funding pools increased from $438 million in 2020 to $756 million US dollars in 2021. UNICEF's returns on investment to care during pregnancy and childcare include saving mothers and newborns, preventing stillbirths, and reducing disability. As depicted in the pie chart here, in 2021, total expenses for UNICEF's programs amounted to 6.33 billion US dollars from various strategic activities. Clearly, UNICEF's expenses are higher than the income received because expenses are comprised of total allotments from regular resources and other resources, including balance carried over from previous years, whereas income reflects only earmarked contributions in 2021. UNICEF is responsible for 8 Global Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and 10 co-custodial, as depicted in the graphic here. In this role, UNICEF supports countries in generating, analyzing, and using data for these indicators for all their citizens. This includes leading methodological work, developing international standards, and establishing mechanisms for the compilation and verification of national data, and maintaining global databases. For each SDG, there are specific metrics or measures of success. For example, to achieve SDG 1 of no poverty, one indicator is proportion of the population living below the international poverty line. In 2021, UNICEF's $8 billion US dollar income was achieved within the context of economic uncertainty created by COVID-19, cuts to UNICEF's income by some key donors, and new realities in almost all of UNICEF's programs, as well as donor countries resulting from the pandemic. This is a testament to the faith and trust that UNICEF's public and private resource partners have in the organization and its ability to effectively undertake its mandate, even in the most challenging circumstances. Unfortunately, UNICEF's record breaking income in 2021 also aligns with record breaking needs of children. The impact of COVID-19 continued to exacerbate children's vulnerabilities in 2021 and widened the gaps in reaching SDG goals. Additionally, the World Health Organization listed vaccine hesitancy as one of the top 10 threats to global health. The increase in unvaccinated children and the critical gaps in disease surveillance heighten the risk of disease outbreaks globally and threaten children's lives. Here are a few recommendations. To increase accountability and public trust, UNICEF must strive to develop policies to establish standardized metrics in different programs. UNICEF must also enforce consistency principle in the presentation of financial information. In concluding, in concluding, according to American College of Education, funds from operation is a key metric that analysts use to determine a firm's financial health. Revenue from sales differs for B Corp organizations like ACE and nonprofit organizations like UNICEF. Unlike for-profit organizations, UNICEF relies on grants and donations from governments, private sector, and individuals. At UNICEF, revenues are intended to generate social impact rather than profitable benefits. Thank you. Here are my references.